so far from my bed.
So how you guys doing? I am back again. So today I'm going to tell you guys about the time when I saw a ghost. I've never done this story on my channel before. This is my third video on this channel, and I'm gonna be talking like when I was in high school. This one boy, he called me Lifetime because he said I always had a story. So I saw this thing going around, you know, on YouTube, and I'm like, shoot, I should start telling stories too, because shoot, I have mad stories to freaking tell. So back to it again. When I was a child, and when I was like about 6 years old, probably 7. I lived in Florida. I grew up in Florida, by the way. I spent most of my childhood in Florida. Like I was born in New York, and I moved to Florida when I was a baby, and I came back to New York in like the 4th grade. So when we bought our first house in Florida, the house that we bought, my parents bought the house, the first house that my parents bought in Florida. It was from this old lady, you know, something like that. I don't know. Apparently, the old lady probably died in the house. I don't know what. So every morning, like I had like a little tradition. Like I would wake up out of my bedroom and I would go to my parents' room. Like my sister and my brother, they're already in school, and I was, you know, the young one. I wasn't in school yet. Probably, I don't know if this was like the summertime. I don't know when this really happened. I don't know if I was. I never started school yet. At least I don't remember starting school at that time. I was too young. So. And this is actually the only memory I have in this house. Like, all the rest of my memories I had was at the second house that we lived in before we moved out to New York. So, as I was saying, I woke up every single morning. I went into my parents' house. And there was this one morning in particular where I got up and I saw this old lady. Like, she was in a gown, like a wedding gown. And she had her hands like this, and she was frowning at me. And, like, she had, like her face was disgusting. Like her face was really ugly, this white old lady. And it's like she was mad. So I ran back into the room now, and my mom, like, she told me, this is what she said to my dad, that she was like to my dad, Tony, how come you know Sammy don't come into the room yet? Sammy always come into the room by this time. Why Sammy don't come in the room yet? So I don't know if y'all could, that's my accent. If for all the American people I have, which I mean I was born here, but I have like a, you know, I could get into my accent when I'm ready, you know? So, you know, you guys know that, you know, my background is Jamaican. So, yeah. So, my mom was like, oh, why Sammy don't come in here yet? So, Tony, I'm gonna go look for Sammy and see what happened. So, my mom came in the room and she saw me crying. So, she was like, Sammy, what happened, Sammy? And I was like, Mommy, I saw an old lady and she was frowning at me. At the time, like, I didn't really know it was like a ghost. Because literally, I came out my room, like, it was like my room was here, the living room was here, and then my parents' room was this way. So in order for me to get from my room to my parents' room, I have to go through the living room. So literally, I got up, walked to the living room, and I saw the lady frowning at me. I ran back in my room so fast. Like, I was so scared. So my mom came back and told me, I was like, I saw an old lady, you know, frowning at me crying. My mom is like a minister. Like, she don't play with them duppy business and them kind of something, you know? Son, she took olive oil. She started throwing all over the house. She started rebuking, praying, speaking in tongues. And I swear to God, after that, I never saw another ghost again in my life. Like, I never forget that day, yo. Like, it was crazy. Like, imagine like being a little kid and you walk into a place and you see a freaking lady that don't live in your house. Like, yo, all I know is I was just so happy that my mom was like raised, you know, like I was raised in like a Christian church, a Christian household. So my mom could, you know, pray it out or whatever, whatnot. Because like, imagine if I was supposed to be raised normally, like that freaking duppy would have been haunting me, like, you know? In Jamaica, we call ghost duppy. So yeah, like, yo, ciao. Anyways, that is the end of my story time, guys. I'm gonna come back again. I have a lot more stories to tell you guys. A lot more, all kind of things happened to me that you wouldn't believe. So stay tuned and I will be back. Bye.